welcome to the Lou Huddle, where all we do is talk about sports and have a couple of brews with it. We have Austin.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
We have Zach.
Hello, everybody.
And we have Bruno, which is me.
Boy.
And this is the Lou Huddle, and it starts now. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about baseball, shall we?
Yes,
I'll hear it.
Yeah, Yanks showing some life.
I mean, it was a do or die last night for Aaron Judge and the Yankees. Aaron Judge doesn't hit that 3-run homer, he's just going to be considered a playoff choker, is all he will be labeled as. And Aaron Boone is gone if they lose that game last night.
Yeah, that's a rough game to. I mean, if you lose, it's over with. ALD or the division series, there are only 5 games, right? Best of 5.
Best of 5, yep.
Yeah, so
They're
either
down
way.
2-1, playing currently as we're speaking. So I'm sure it will change. Toronto's going to advance, or Yankees are going to tie it up and go back to Toronto by the time we upload this podcast. But I mean, Aaron Judge, before he hit that 3-run homer, was batting .450. I mean,
Yeah, I think he's shown up. I think just everyone else on that team has not yet.
Playoff
No, the
stats are
bullpen's
different than
trash.
regular season stats. Let's be real here.
you're right. And it's just way smaller.
He's
sample
doing
size.
better in the goddamn playoffs.
That's what he's getting those big bucks for.
He's not getting that Juan Soto money, though.
No one gets Juan Soto money unless you're Shohei Ohtani.
So Ohtani, yeah. Actually, he does make more, yeah. But that L.A. series versus Philly, I honestly thought Philly was like the clear favorite to make it, but Dodgers lead 2-0. They've put on, I think almost 19 runs in 2 games, maybe 20 runs in 2 games.
They put the belt to the ass.
The Phillies' bats have just gone to zero. Kyle Schwarber has like 10 strikeouts in the ALDS, no home runs. Bryce Harper hasn't done shit since I don't even know when they went to the World Series a couple of years ago. Maybe it was 2 years ago. But yeah, they're collapsing. I think it's going to be a clear sweep, the Dodgers, and I think the Dodgers will steamroll anybody, either Chicago or Milwaukee as well.
But also, they ended up facing against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, which is a high-ranking pitcher. Would you
That's
think
true.
he is better of a pitcher than Shohei Ohtani?
Ooh, I don't know. If we're talking about all-around baseball, obviously I think everybody would take
I mean,
Ohtani,
all-around
but
baseball, yes. But
yeah,
according to pitching,
straight pitching,
straight pitching.
I would probably take Yamamoto, I guess.
I'm taking Yamamoto.
Yeah.
I think he ended up with 200 strikeouts this year. So, and I think he had middle, like 2.5 ERA. So, just in pitching aspect, I'd take Yamamoto. But like Austin said, just an all-around game, you're obviously going to take a guy that plays both ways.
Right.
Yeah. What do you guys think about I think there's the least entertaining series, which is Seattle and Detroit. Just
That's
on
the
my
least
end.
entertaining to you?
I was going to
To me.
say, ESPN has the Mariners winning at 57.2%, and Detroit
Okay.
has them at 52.8%. So,
I don't know. I don't
overall percentage, that's pretty damn close compared to the rest of these teams that are in the postseason.
boring.
Yeah,
to me.
well, that's the only series so far, as we're speaking, that is tied 2-2. They
Going
just
to game
played
5.
today as of Wednesday. Detroit tied the series 2-2. It goes back to Seattle, doesn't it?
No, yeah. No, it does go to Seattle.
Yeah, it goes 2-2-1.
Yes.
Them adding this wild card round has just confused the shit out of me.
What is this, the second or third year they decided to do this?
You know, I don't keep track because the Cardinals aren't in it, Bruno.
Yeah. I think it's honestly the
Point.
second or third year of them switching to 5-game series for the division series.
It isn't, yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head.
So I don't think it's.
But
Yeah, I don't think it's been too long.
But back to your point Austin, about the least entertaining, it's definitely the Brewers and Cubs because I don't want to see either of them teams win.
I was just thinking that. I was like,
I don't care who wins. I mean, you
Yeah.
can bring the Reds out, bring the Pirates out. Paul Skeens pitching.
but in all seriousness, which one do you, between the Cubs and Milwaukee, which one do you guys think will win that series?
Oh, I think it's Milwaukee.
Would you rather see, okay, so if you have Milwaukee, moving on, would you rather see the Dodgers or Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
Just because of
I don't want the Dodgers to keep up
yeah.
for the 11.
Yeah, and Milwaukee, I feel like has done it right. Like all they've ever done is they've made good trades. Their farm system is really good. They're actually like producing players from their minor league. So like they're not going out signing a bunch of players to fat contracts and buying people like the Dodgers are. So I would vote the Brewers on that one.
That's reasonable. To be fair, ESPN actually has this one as the closest game projecting, where the Cubs are at 51.9% and they have the Brewers at 48.1%. So ESPN has them at a pretty close matchup. But from the looks of it, I don't know. It could be anybody's game in all honesty, but with the Cubs winning today, I hate the Cubs, but I kind of smell a comeback coming on.
You think a 2-0?
I'm thinking a 2-0 comeback.
Yep, Bruno, off podcast. You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
I think if anything's going to come back to 2-0, it's going to be the Yankees.
See,
I think the Phillies' life out of them is already sucked out of them. I don't think they're going to be able to. They can't handle
Phillies are done.
Yeah, see, I would take the Phillies over if it's 2-0 comeback. I'd take the Phillies.
No way.
Yes.
You think the Phillies are going to beat the Dodgers 3 games in a row?
Didn't the Cardinals sweep the Dodgers this year?
That was early on.
Well, hey, anything's possible if the fucking
right.
St. Louis Cardinals sweep the Dodgers.
I just don't. I don't see it.
But this is where the money that these guys make really takes into effect.
Yeah, well, the Phillies pay a lot of guys too, so it's both ways. The Dodgers.
Not as
and
much
Yankees,
as the Dodgers are paying them, though.
The Dodgers, Yankees, and Mets are the top 3 every year.
And they dropped the first 2 games in Philly already, so they have 2 games in LA.
Yeah,
like without this salary cap right now, like what's the point of it's like a David Goliath situation, but even then, like you got these foreign international guys coming in to play, and nobody's shooting the gun on that. I mean, you got Shohei Ohtani and Yamamoto, for example. And the Cardinals are just now realizing that they need to start looking for international players. But here's the other problem. Who wants to play in St. Louis? Everybody's going to want to go to these big name cities where, it's on the coast, they're well known, big market, get their name out there. Whereas, you come to St. Louis, we have a historic franchise, but how many of these players are going to, it's history. They want to know current. They want to go to winning teams to show their countries that we can do this. Let's do our own league. Let's get it going.
Yeah, I think just geographical is an issue for St. Louis, obviously, in the middle of the country. There's nothing attractive about it. So the Cardinals have to be a homegrown farming system.
Did this motherfucker just say we have the arch?
It's a historical American history monument.
I have not been in the arch in 18 years.
I have never been up in the arch.
Exactly.
And I've lived here my whole life. 28 years
locals
old.
don't even
you're
go
over here
watch
telling freaking international superstars over in freaking foreign countries to come over here to play baseball because we have the arch, and you've never been in the arch, and you've lived here all of your 28 years of living.
Hey, I will say stuff. So when I was working as a cooling tower and closed loop system testing that water,
God.
I did end up going to the basement of the arch, and it's a fucking maze down there.
It was built in the 50s and 60s. What do you expect?
Right. But it's also, I think they're hiding something down there. And this is a sports podcast.
Here we go.
But all the walls are white. It looks like the back rooms down there, and you're walking around there, and you could easily get lost. All the doors and walls all look the same. There's no change. You need a full-on map to get through that thing. But regardless, that's off topic.
No. Austin, next podcast, Conspiracy Theory Podcast. Bruno's going to run it.
I got them all, guys.
That's why you leave St. Louis for Jacksonville, is because of the scary shit down below the arch.
Yeah.
Hey, it's terrifying. You never know what's going to crawl out of there at night.
Jeez. All right, before we move on from baseball,
let's get back to baseball.
What's prediction for who's in the World Series and who's your winner?
The realistic one, let's all be real, and let's face it, Yankees and Dodgers. It's going to be like the Super Bowl where Eagles and Chiefs, but luckily for football, that's not going to happen. But I think it's going to be Yankees and Dodgers for this go-around.
I'm going Dodgers, and I'm going on a long shot here. I'm going to go Mariners.
That's exactly what I was going to pick. I was going to pick Mariners versus the Dodgers, and I have the upset Mariners winning.
I do too.
Yep. I think the Dodgers, I don't know. I just really don't want them to win.
That's my thing too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be so wild if Detroit pulls one out of their ass and makes it all the way, and they're facing against the Dodgers, and they win the whole thing? Let's root for the underdog here. All right.
Well, I mean,
I would say
2 months
Seattle
ago the Dodgers
were the underdog.
Yeah, 2 months ago the Detroit was the best team in baseball.
Yeah, they just had a terrible September.
Yeah, terrible. I mean, bad second half of August and then a terrible September. But
it would be a great comeback, though. It would be a great story.
It would be a
30
great
for
story, but
30.
honestly,
That's
nobody
not
gives a
30
shit
for
about
30. A 30
It
for
could be
30.
a 30 for 30.
No, a 30 for 30 about this year is the title is bought championships, and it's just going to be the Dodgers. That's what it's going to be. I mean, let's
Only
move
you
on.
spend
Fuck
half
it.
of
We're done. It's set in
billion.
stone. Dodgers won. Let's go.
They're gonna make a last dance for them then.
The last dance. Last dance of what? They're all still young. I think the oldest one on that team is
Freddie or Mookie.
Except
I think they're
yeah,
both 31
Kershaw.
or 32 still. 33.
unless they put in a salary cap in place, then they're not gonna be able to afford shit.
Ain't no
They will
salary
never
cap
put in a
going on there.
salary cap in. And if they do, they have to give them like a 10-year. The problem is they're just going to default it all or say, yeah, they're, like Shohei only really makes like $1 million a year off his pay. Like he gets paid, but like he gets it over the next decade, he gets $49 million.
Yeah.
You can
that's
just
the way
defer
they
all of
paid
it.
up.
Who else did that? Who was that? Ken Griffey?
Well, Ken
They
Griffey's
had-
also getting
Griffey
paid by
Jr. did it.
Cincy.
And then
Bonnie.
July 1st is
Yeah.
every July 1st until
Bobby.
2031 is Bobby B Day, Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yeah.
Uncle
That'd be
Bobby,
nice.
baby.
And that's what
Different
you call
guy, but
populism right
sure.
there. All right, let's move on over to the football realm.
Let's get that football going.
That's what
Officially,
you got here. No undefeated teams. So I mean,
no undefeated.
your Bills are the last ones to go down.
Yeah, I mean, you don't ever really want to go too far. I mean, remember the Steelers when they had AB, Big Ben, and Le'Veon Bell? They went like a 9-0, and I think they lost in the divisional round. So that's the last one I know that went off kind of on a run like that, off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, the Bills just had a bad night. 3 turnovers, which you just don't see. They had, I want to say, it was like the most in league history. I think it was like 27 games in a row to where they won the turnover. Like they had a better turnover margin than the other team.
27 games.
Yeah, 27 games in a row. I know it was in the upper 20s. But yeah, it was just, I mean, New England looked good. Drake May, I like Drake May.
Drake May is king. Next time Brady is down.
Okay, let's not start that. Let's not start that yet.
Speaking of that,
Oh no.
I don't know if this is true or not, but did UNC fire Belichick?
No, they just said he's going to be the
think so.
worst college football head coach of all time.
So it was really all Tom Brady.
It really was all Tom. I mean, we all knew that once he went to Tampa, Bruno.
Yeah, and then they just couldn't get anything going after that. How about them Chiefs though?
2 and 3.
Yes, Jacksonville coming it out. Future home for me, coming to win it off of some luck by Trevor Lawrence.
Hey.
Very, very high luck.
Hey,
Duval.
when your best defensive tackle gives no effort, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, did he not try?
No, he literally. No, Chris Jones did not do a damn thing. He literally just. I don't even think he was being blocked. I think he was just standing there and watching that play develop like any other fan would ever.
What is going on in the Chiefs locker room? Like, what is the argument?
I don't know. I mean, they're just the defense can't stop. I mean, they can't. I mean, the Jags don't look bad though. You gotta give the Jags their flower.
4-1.
4-1. There's a lot of 4-1 teams right now.
Tied with the Colts for the division.
Please don't claim the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, he's a Saints fan through and through.
I am a Saints fan.
Chiefs fan.
That's terrible.
But if you guys are curious, NFL did come out with the Week 5 power rankings, or this upcoming Week 6 power rankings. If you guys want to hear the top 5 right now,
Always.
Let's see how wrong they are.
At number 5, we have the Seattle Seahawks.
No.
Wait. At 4, we have the Bucks, which is honestly actually reasonable. Like Baker looks really fucking good.
Well, yeah, but the Bucks just beat the Seahawks. I mean, it was a shootout. Don't get me wrong; it was a good game, but it was. I mean, the Bucks won. The Seahawks are 3-2 now. Like you can't beat. Who else they have in there? Let me see.
You want to know rank 3?
Yeah, I want to know 3, 2, and 1.
You got your Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Which are you hyped about that? Number 3?
I mean,
Come on.
I like it. I mean,
Should
and
be
who's
the
2 and 1 here?
Yeah. And then you have rank 2.
Detroit?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
All right.
And then the number 1, Detroit Lions.
Are you a big Lions fan or something?
No, I just have their defense on my fantasy team, and they keep racking up points. It is so great.
Yeah, the only one I don't agree with is the Seahawks, just because they lost to the Bucks. I would honestly take like we just spoke about it, the Colts or the Jags, I would take over them.
They have the Colts ranked 8.
What about the
Number
Niners?
8.
Where do they have the Niners ranked?
Ooh. Well, the Jags are 11.
What?
They have the Jags
Really?
at 11, and they got the 49 13.
Wow. 13?
Who does his power rankings? I want his job to
It's-
be awful at
It's
shit.
the NFL. NFL made it. You probably got a whole committee doing this shit.
It's probably fucking Stephen A. Smith.
What are the Rams?
Hold on. It's a scroll because they give details
Oh,
all
yeah.
over here.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams are ranked 7.
7.
Okay, so they're higher than the Niners, and the Niners just beat them on Thursday Night Football.
And they're ranked
motivated
higher
win?
than the Colts.
Also, the Chargers, the Broncos, I would take all of them over the Seahawks.
Broncos is ranked 10.
Yeah, up the Sea Chickens. What are we talking? I
Where
want
the-
this
where
guy's
the-
job. This should be my job. I want to do this and just make shitty ass. You know what, Bruno?
Hey,
the
hey,
Seahawks-
in all honesty, I still think the college football rankings are way worse than this shit. They have there was literally, so I was driving to work one day and I was listening to 101 ESPN,
Mhm.
and I don't even know who it is. It was some girl who's on the committee, and she said, "Oh, I wasn't really watching the games over the weekend, but I just sent in my vote just randomly." And she got so much backlash on it. She had to put a formal apology out on Twitter, and she made a video of it basically saying, "I really don't have anything to say. I was actually out partying. I wasn't really watching the games. Like, I thought this was just for fun. I didn't know everyone was going to take it this seriously." And I'm like, who is doing these rankings for college football? I mean, they already don't make sense, but it's still fucking wild as shit.
I mean, some of them aren't bad. There's just toward the end of the University of Southern Florida, Memphis is in it. I mean, those are just kind of weird ones. But I mean, I don't mind the. I don't know if you guys have looked at the power rankings or the AP top 25 for college football. It's not awful.
I have not.
Mizzou,
I've been mainly
Mizzou was
focused
on
on
a bye
NFL.
this past week, and they moved up 5 spots. That's all you need to know.
And they're playing against Bama.
That's gonna be a good game.
It's a big game.
gonna
It's
try and
in
watch it.
Columbia, so that's gonna be a really good game.
Average ticket price for this weekend was $200 for nosebleeds.
I mean, if I was a Mizzou fan, I'd do it, but they've broken my heart too many times.
Yeah.
That's mainly
All right, you guys
basketball.
want to know the worst team in the NFL, though?
Yeah, we already know who it is.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns every year, or the Jets. One of the two.
No, it's the
It
Jets.
is the Jets.
They're the last team that's
They are rated the last team at 0-5.
yeah, they're the only team that hasn't won yet.
Yep. What's going on there?
They're just the defense is letting up a bunch of points. And Justin Fields had a good first week. The second week was bad. He just the consistency, which is why he's on his third team, that's still just kind of what he's lacking. So hopefully they turn it around. For me as a Bills fan, I hope they don't.
Nah. Not well. I think it's safe to say that they are not making playoffs this year.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
I
they're
think
not showing much promise.
No, I think the only team. There's only two. I mean, the Patriots still have a long way to go, but I mean, from what they look like
They're
on Monday
looking
night, they
good,
played
though.
really good. Drake May looks good. Diggs played well in his return game to Buffalo.
They did move up 5 spots on the power ranking. They're ranked.
Yeah.
They're ranked 18th.
Yeah, that's pretty. They're 3-2,
Sure.
one game back,
Mhm.
so it's not too bad. But what I also want to get to in football was the blowout that the Ravens suffered
Jeez,
from the
they
Texans.
just look like dog shit.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
defense. How many injuries do they have now?
I
Like-
think it was 8 or 9 of their defensive starters that they had that started in week 1 are injured from now on.
Holy Lord.
I don't know. It's bad. It might be. I think it might be 10 this week. I heard it was. I heard one of the other guys got hurt. Let me look at it.
My.
But yeah, they lit it up. 1-4. I never would have thought they'd been 1-4. The only team they beat is the Browns.
Well, they also. Did it look like Derrick Henry only came in at the second half? Because he barely got. I didn't see him out there on the field for the first half, or he might have taken a couple snaps, but I didn't see much out of him.
Yeah, I don't know what they've been kind of weird with him. I mean, I saw a lot against Buffalo, but like their week against Kansas City, I didn't see him a whole lot either.
He's apparently been struggling with. Well, obviously he's been struggling with
The whole
fumbles,
team
but
is struggling.
apparently whatever happened in Buffalo really fucked him up.
I mean, he
That's-
ran for 100-some yards.
Yeah, but ever since that big fumble that he had in Buffalo, he's just
Oh.
not been the same. So I don't know if it's a mental game or he's got the yips,
Could be.
or what, but something's going on. Like, you got the Chiefs, you got the Ravens, who are last year's Super Bowl contenders, and apparently they got locker room issues.
Yeah, I heard about that. And then they also were
Something's
cheering.
going on.
They were the fans in Baltimore were booing their head coach John Harbaugh, and they were telling them they had signs that said "fire him." I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, apparently Mike McDaniels is now on thin ice. He's got 2 or 3 more weeks, and his job's on the line. It was an official statement made by the president of the Dolphins that was posted today, and it doesn't look good for him.
His job's been on the line the last 2 seasons. Ever since they lost the division against Buffalo, it was not last year, but the year prior. It was Buffalo was 1 game back on Miami, and it was week 17 or week 18, and Buffalo played in Miami, and Buffalo needed to win the game to win the division. They did. In Miami, I don't think Miami went to Kansas City instead of hosting a playoff game.
I guess they're really missing Tyreek then.
Well, I mean,
Miami's got a whole lot more problems than just Tyreek.
Yeah, they're awful. But one more thing I want to get to, actually 2 more things. The Joe Flacco trade from the Cleveland Browns to Cincinnati. I think that move is just for Cincinnati, just so they have someone competent and not throwing footballs to the other team. But I'm pretty sure Joe Flacco has like 4 interceptions as well.
And that man has been passed around.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Flacco and shout out to Jake Hoagie, that he will ride or die with Joe Flacco. He texted me when he saw the announcement and said he is going to get, and I quote, murdered behind that offensive line in Cincinnati.
It's where legends go to die.
He said
now.
They might as well just have his tombstone on the field. I was like, oh my goodness.
Rip legend.
Yeah, he said he's dead. He said, poor bastard, I would retire.
Well, he don't need the money, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he's won a Super Bowl, so I don't understand. He can't be hurting for money that bad. He got that big contract right after that.
He's that's bored. True. He doesn't want to retire yet. He's going to be bored.
Yeah. All right. And the last thing I want to get to in football is, I don't know if you guys saw the Titans win their first game this past week. First overall pick, Cam Ward.
Crazy play at the end of the game.
No, it wasn't even end of the game. It was like in the. Was it third or fourth? I know it was in the second half. I don't remember which quarter it was. When you watch Red Zone,
it was the second half in the fourth quarter.
Was it? Okay. Yeah, so their running back takes it to the house. Well, almost the house. We'll say almost the house. 70, it was 71-yard rushing touchdown, but we'll say 70.5 yards that he ran, and then he literally dropped the ball as he was crossing the goal line, and it would put them up by 2 scores.
It was an interception that was caught for 3, and they even looked at it, the review, heavily because he did take 3 steps, but unfortunately he hit the ground where his elbow hit the ground where the ball was, and it hit the ground so hard and the ball just went right out.
Bruno, you're talking about 2 different things, brother.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The goal line fumble.
That's what we're talking about. I'm talking about that. That wasn't a goal line fumble. That man literally was at the 20-yard line, and Cam Ward threw the ball.
No, Bruno. Talking about the Arizona Cardinals running back here, Damon Carrio.
Okay, we are talking about 2 different things.
No, you're talking about You're talking about the interception that got dropped. I know you're talking about. We'll do both. I completely forgot about that. No, Damon Carrio, the running back for the Cardinals, he ran the ball 70 yards and dropped the ball as a celebration as he's crossing the goal line and never crossed the plane, so it counts as a fumble, and it went in the back of the end zone, so it's automatically Tennessee's ball. They were up by 4. It would have taken them up by 11.
That's when you just know celebration in the end zone.
Just wait one more yard. You're already in the end zone. Jump in that thing.
Yeah, just wait.
No, what you're talking about was that ball thrown to it was picked off. Arizona got it, fumbled it, and then it got kicked back into the end zone. And I don't even know who came up with that touchdown.
It was a Titans touchdown.
Yeah, but I don't remember who the guy was for the life of me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, me and Brooke were watching it. I'm like, you can't make that stuff up. What is that? What would happen on a FanDuel bet for that?
It would be heartbreaking.
I would cry.
Apparently, it was a backup defensive back because he's not even on the roster.
Gosh, you just fire the guys. You just kill them.
I tell you, get sent to the CFL right there or the XFL.
UFL. Get it right.
UFL. Where the fuck it is? Isn't there still a Canadian Football League though?
Yeah, there's a CFL.
CFL. Yeah.
I'm trying to find that guy's name.
The only one team that I know, and it was the Dragon. What is that name? It was up in Canada.
Oh, side note, real quick. It was Tyler Lockett fell on the ball in the end zone, cutting the Cardinals to 21-19. And then the Titans got the ball back and kicked a game-winning field goal.
When did Tyler Lockett get traded to
He
Titans?
left there. JSN was this JSN's third year, second year?
I think second.
I think it's this, second or third, whatever it was. So after his first year, he went there. Tyler Lockett did.
Man, and Tyler Lockett's barely done anything as well.
In Tennessee, that's where careers go to die, Bruno.
Yeah. I'm going to look at Tony Pollard.
Tennessee and Jacksonville. You move to Jacksonville if you want your career and personal relationships.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Talking shit.
If you want to degress in life, that's where you go.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, let's settle some beef, shall we?
All
right. You guys know, if you're familiar with the show, this is the point where we do the quiz show. We need a name for this quiz
We need
show.
a better name for that.
Yeah.
The Little Huddle Quiz Show.
No, I don't like that. We need a brainstorm. So anyone ever listens to this and you can think of something better, please text one of us.
And let us know. We need names.
Yes.
All right, so we got Zach versus Austin because I was too lazy to drive to their houses and drop off the envelope. So we're going to do a best 2 out of 3 series. All right, Zach, it's time for you to leave the room because
I gotta leave first again. This is
we don't trust Austin.
Losers go first.
Austin
Leave
will
first.
stay in here
No.
and want to know these questions.
Simply not true, but
He's
let's
a
do it.
cheater. All right, I'll be back.
All right, Austin.
Let's get it.
Are you ready?
Of course.
New questions. Shout out to DJ Daddy B, my pops. New questions were dropped off today.
Shut up,
Let's
Pops.
get to it.
What category are we at?
What are you hoping for?
It don't fucking matter. Basketball would be preferred, but don't matter.
You got football.
This could be rough.
All right.
All right. I'm not very confident going into this, but
DJ Daddy B had the luxury of labeling these envelopes as current and general knowledge.
fuck. I'll be better at current, but let's get it.
All right. Let's get to it. Question number 1, and same rules apply. You have the options for 5 points, but if you do not need the options, then the questions are worth 10 points.
Okay. Is that only one, or I can do that every single time?
You could do it for each question.
All right.
All right. I opened up the wrong envelope. I opened up NHL.
Oh, jeez.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. What quarterback has the highest passer rating in the current season?
Through 5 games?
Through 5 games. Who has the highest passing rating?
Yeah, I'm going to need my choices here. I don't know.
You have Jared Goff,
Okay.
Lamar Jackson, or Jordan Love.
I think it's Jordan Love.
Final answer? I can repeat the question and the answer.
Let's go with Goff. My bad. Lock it in. Lock Goff
Lock it in?
Yep.
All right. Question number 2. What running back is the leading rusher for the current season?
Total yards or rushing
Total yards. Total yards. It's total yards.
Total yards. So someone who gets. I'm gonna say. Give me choices.
All right.
I'm gonna need my choices.
You have Jonathan Taylor,
Okay.
James Cook, or Travis Etienne Jr.
Taylor.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Final question, Austin. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Which team has the most sacks in the 2025 season
Shit.
through 5 games? Which team?
Give me my choices.
All right. You have the LA Rams,
Okay.
the Detroit Lions, or the Denver Broncos.
Okay. I was gonna guess the Packers, but yeah, let's go with Denver.
All right.
I think maybe one, if that. I got right.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. How you feeling? As we're waiting for Zach to get back, how you feeling?
Maybe one I got right. Maybe.
Maybe one? Well,
Yeah,
let's see.
Not
As soon as Zach
confident.
gets back. It's close. I gotta admit, a lot of these yards that
I'm back.
welcome back. All right. Zach, pack a lunch. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Our category today is football.
Okay, I should have him on this one.
This is current season stats. So this is through 5 games.
Oh my God!
DJ Daddy B made it hard today.
Tell your dad. Well, the current stats is ridiculous.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. What quarterback has the highest passer rating in the current season.
Highest passer rating in the current season.
There are options if you would like, but take your time.
I'll take a shot. I'll say Baker Mayfield.
Final answer?
Yep.
All right. Question number 2. What running back is the leading rusher for the current season?
Jonathan Taylor.
Final answer?
Yep.
All right. Question number 3. Which team has the most sacks in the 2025 NFL season?
I need the options for this one.
All right. You have the LA Rams, the Detroit Lions, or the Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Final answer?
Yep.
All right. Let's go over these. Let's you know what? Let's start from there. Let's start at 3. Which team has the most sacks in the 2025 NFL season? Austin went with the Denver Broncos. Zach, Denver Broncos. The correct answer is the Denver Broncos. But both of you needed the options.
Yeah, but I say Austin knew that. He's cheating already.
I asked for the options on all questions. So
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Man, why are you cheating? Why are you spoiling? It builds the excitement.
Just keep going and
All
to
right,
excitement.
question number 2. What running back is the leading rusher for the current season? Austin went with Jonathan Taylor. Zach went with Jonathan Taylor. The correct answer is Jonathan Taylor. But
I only get
Zach
5
didn't need
points.
the options.
No, I knew that one.
All right, so this is for the tie. This is either for Zach versus Zach and tie.
This is Zach is up 15. Austin's at 10. So we have Zach's ahead by 5 points. It comes down to
I know
this.
Zach got this wrong. I know that for a fact.
All right.
Well, he's not part of it, is he?
What
No.
quarterback has the highest passer rating in the current season? Austin went with Jared Goff.
Yeah, that's who my next pick was.
Zach went with, who'd you go with, Zach?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. Thank
I
you.
should have said Jared Goff. Some bitch.
Who is
The
it?
correct answer is Lamar Jackson with 130 yards, with 130 passer rating.
130 points.
130 points, yes.
Oh,
So,
dog shit.
Zach, you are this week's winner. We have a series tied at 1-1. Tune in to next week to find out who will take home the
Hopefully it's
crown.
basketball.
Oh, if it's
The
basketball,
Clear
wheel
win.
decides y'all's fate.
I'm fucked.
All right, guys.
Perfect.
It's time for hockey.
He's been waiting for this, I think, since he woke up this morning.
I have been. All right, guys.
Bruno,
Let's
get into your spiel. Just go. Just roll
No.
with it, baby.
We're gonna get into around the hockey league before we talk Blues because let's be real here. We are all hyped for the Blues home opener tomorrow, but we'll wait for the end for all the excitement. Let's take it down a notch. All right. So this recent preseason game, this is not with the Blues, but with the Lightning and Panthers. What the fuck was that game? Total 322 penalty minutes.
Holy shit.
That
Yeah,
is unheard of, especially in a preseason game.
Yeah. I didn't watch it. Obviously, it's a preseason game, so what do I care? And 2, it's not the Blues, so I really probably won't watch it. Unless it's just on, I might give it a gander. But I did see, like, ESPN, like, showing it, like, a highlight of it, and they're just going to town on each other. Like, I couldn't even count how many people were on the ice just beating the living shit out of each other for a while. I was like, I think there's too many people on the ice.
There was a bench clearing brawl, pretty much. It was insane. And for a preseason, like I understand that they're all pro athletes. I get it. But when it comes down to it, like, I don't know what actually happened. I also didn't watch it, but the fact that it was 322 penalty minutes, something must have happened. There were fines being thrown out left and right. The Lightning, it was definitely Lightning that started it because they were the only team that actually got fined with $125,000 total in fines.
That's
like
chump change for them.
Yeah, I know. Well, the team itself got fined $100,000, and then the coach got fined at $25,000. So
Just throwing out
stuff
them
was said,
fines.
or in my personal opinion, I think the Lightning are a bunch of sore losers because the Panthers did beat them 7-0 in a preseason game. Ugh, grow the fuck up. It's a fucking game and it's preseason. Those stats never really matter.
Yeah, that's true. I think
All
it
right.
also has something to do with both teams playing in Florida, and each of them have been I think it's the last 6 Stanley Cups.
Mm-hmm. They've been
They've been
playoff appearances.
one of them 2 out of the Eastern Conference for the last 6 years.
And there'll probably be more action. It's going to be I think that's a rivalry.
Yeah,
I think it's
like
been
it.
a rivalry, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's always been a rivalry. I just don't think the Panthers have ever been good enough for it to be like a good rivalry. I mean, they're
the
back-to-back
Panthers are the
Stanley
better
Cup
team.
champs. So,
They are the way better team. Yeah.
Now they are, but 4 years ago it was Tampa Bay.
With the Lightning. I mean, they did have Pat Maroon, which was.
Oh wow, you're named the 4th liner on the goddamn team.
The heart and soul. All right, we didn't talk about this last week, so I wanted to bring it up. There are 2 contracts that were insane, like Kirill Kaprizov with a record-breaking 8-year, $136 million. For a hockey player to make $17 million a year, unheard of. And I get it. He's a young kid. He's got talent. But there's times where I really question it, because when all these old people go down, Kirill Kaprizov will be there, and he's probably going to want this contract. But what's the trade value in 8 years? What's going to happen? Like, all these young kids, they're going to be in a farming system. They're going to have to bring all these young kids up with very low salaries because the Minnesota Wild cannot afford big contracts anymore.
Well, you have to remember, Bruno, the salary cap is, they said, projected to go up over the next, I think, every year for the next 4 or 5 years.
Right. Well, right now it's only going up. Right now the salary cap is at $88 million per team, and next year it's only going up to $92.6 million. So it's not that much money. I mean, what is that math? $4 million extra, 4.5.
Yeah, I mean that's a good player. That's a third liner.
It's a good player. Yeah, for like a 2-year contract. I'm thinking a second liner with that money. I mean,
what second liner are you getting that's going to be worth $4 million?
Well, if you're talking about a whole line, yeah.
No. One player.
One player, a second liner. I mean, isn't P.S. Shooter making that money?
Yeah, but he's on the third line.
He's on the second line. We'll get to that later. We'll get to Blues talk later. Well, I got my projection line.
I got something about these contract extensions and $17 million a year is wild to me for having one of the best players in hockey, when $17 million a year in the NBA is like a fucking third string point guard.
Well, you also got to look at the market that the NHL is in too. Like, basketball has such a lower, least amount of people in any sport. Like, what is it? You have 10, 12 people on the roster?
Well, no, you got 16 on a roster, but
regardless, I mean, it's compared to a 25-man roster or a 24-man, like, that's...
I agree. And, I mean, the revenue is different. Obviously, the NBA makes more than the NHL.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I don't know. They just throw around NBA. This is wild to me that NBA bums can get paid $15 million a year.
Yeah. I mean, the best player in all of hockey is only making 12.5.
Yeah, which I'm glad, because he wants team success, which is...
Yep.
If you want to
that's the other kind of
winning roster, you have to take a pay cut sometimes.
That's what Sidney Crosby's doing. Ever since he's been in the hockey league, ever since he finally starting in good and get big, he's always been taking an $8.7 million contract a year, no matter what it is. He likes that number for some reason. It's
his jersey number.
It's his jersey number, but it's also that suspicion, that ritual that hockey players have, that where, like, if you don't wear this right pair of underwear or socks, they're going to start losing their shit. So there's also that in mind. But moving on to the next big contract that just happened today is the Jack Eichel extension for the Vegas Golden Knights. 8-year for $108 million, $13.5 million a year. Jack Eichel, in my opinion, worth that money. He's earned it. He can shoot the puck. He can make plays. He's a good setup man, and he's just ready whenever the team needs him. And Vegas has that market right now to make it big and actually shoot for playoff contention. But I'm not a Vegas fan by any means, but I know we have listeners that are, so we got to cover this shit.
Shut
Fuck
up, Brad.
Vegas.
The
Fuck
St.
you,
Louis
Brad.
Blues.
All right, the
But yeah,
moment.
no, the reason I think the extension came about with Jack Eichel is just because I want to say Monday it was they were able to move Alex Petrangelo's contract onto the LTIR, so it's off the books and insurance picks it up.
Smart. That's
Yep.
smart.
I knew something was going to happen. I knew an extension was coming from them. I just didn't know who. He probably was the most likely.
Wonder if we would do that for Shen, because I don't know. Shen's getting old though, and Shen's also a forward, so that's not a good line. That's not a good comparison, but even still, Alex
Eichel's a
Petrangelo,
forward?
GOAT.
Are you talking about the Petrangelo?
Petrangelo. Yeah,
Oh.
for the LTI.
I mean, that's not hurt.
Shen's not hurt, but with that age, as soon as he goes down from a big hit or any sort of injury, and he's out for a while, he's going to be moved to the LTIR. I mean, we had Torrey Krug on that shit last year.
He's still on insurance picks his up too.
Yeah, because we needed a roster spot.
Books.
That man had no ankle left. They had to pretty much do reconstruction surgery, and Doug Armstrong had to put him to the side and be like, "Hey, man, do you want to be able to skate with your kids? Then get off the fucking ice, or at least get off the pro ice.
Yeah,
Make room for the youngsters. He's an old man.
Yeah, he's retired without being retired.
Yeah, he's done. That was heavy. I mean, and nobody was going to pick him up either after that season-ending injury. Nobody. No. It wasn't worth anybody's time. All right, let's move on.
All right, Bruno,
let's move on to these Blues.
Get into it.
St. Louis Blues. Yeah. Fuck you, ESPN. All right, so I did some research today because first NHL games are tonight.
Yep.
And ESPN had the audacity to do a preseason outlook for all the NHL teams right now, and they did it by division. So this isn't overall power rankings by any means, it's just by division. So right now in the Central Division, they have the Blues. Most of these websites had the Blues finishing second to last, right in front of the Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah. And I am over here like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, what? And this is where I start to get hate. I start to hate the media, the big media, and for hockey, because the Blues have always been the underrated team. Nobody values us at all, and this shit always happens, and we always shock everybody's mind. Like you have the audacity to tell me that we took the President's Trophy winners to Game 7 last year, and we hardly made any changes to the lineup besides adding Logan Mayhew and Pia Suter and Bukestad, which is 3 very big ads. We have the audacity to fucking do this shit to us. Like, let's prove them right, boys. Let's go out there. Let's skate hard. Bring the fucking lumber and score some top shelf sellies. Let's go! All right. So I decided to dive in deeper. So apparently all these reports are because Monty has notoriously fucked up the offense. And these are based off Bruins fans. Like, Bruin predictions and everything. Like, he was on for people who don't know, Jim Montgomery was on the Bruins, and he coached there for, 6-7 years?
No, maybe he coached 5. There for 3 years, Bruno. He got fired midway through the third one, yeah. They were, his second full season, or first full season, he was, they have, the most points in the NHL history in 1 year.
Yeah, and that's with Monty. But all of a sudden, things started falling apart, and everyone thinks that Monty's going to bring the falling apart aspect to the Blues. See, and they don't think he has a good idea about offense, but also he didn't have Steve Ott, who is an offensive king at strategies. Like, he sets up these plays beautifully, and we have wingers, we have winger depth and really good fucking wingers and centers. Like, we got guys that can move the puck, can shoot the puck fast, and can create space and score goals. I mean, I don't know what ESPN and all these other websites are seeing. Watch the home opener, and I guarantee you it's going to be an eye shot for everybody around the league, and I'm excited for it. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. And let's get it on.
I'm excited too. I got big money on this game tomorrow. It's just obviously more enjoyable when you have some money on the line. It sucks I'm not going to be sitting next to you guys. I know you guys love sitting next to me.
You take up so much room Oh my God! You spread eagle your legs, and I'm over here cuddling Brad the entire fucking game.
Hey, you like it?
No,
Whoa.
I don't.
I
I'm
don't
just
go to
trying to eat
games.
my brisket mac and cheese, man.
I don't go to
Ooh.
games with Brad, so
He didn't really have
schedule
vote,
don't
Brad.
work out. So Bruno,
Well-
that's you. You're thinking about somebody else here. I think you just get mad every time I hit you because I'm like, well, we need one more shot on goal. Neighbors
You
need a shot
just
on
want
goal.
those bets. You get so eager. I need this bet. I need this bet. I got too
Make
much
some
money on
damn
line.
it.
Hockey is so hard to bet on
is.
because there's so many variables in the game.
It is so
And
unpredictable.
it's so hard. Like football, so much easier, but hockey, the best way to go for betting in hockey is just shots on net by like
That's what I
top
do.
performers. That's the
all I
only
do.
way to do it. Because even the
Yeah.
goalie saves are so hard to predict
It is.
because it all depends on who they're playing against. If it's a high shooting team, then yes. But I don't know. It's really hard to bet on.
I got a question I wanted to ask you guys that I didn't add to the prompt. I wanted to see if the St. Louis Blues have any All-Stars this year. How many and who are those people you think will perform at an All-Star level?
Well, I'm pretty sure the NHL does it kind of goofy looking, so every team has at least one All-Star.
That's not true.
No, they have
sure?
like when you say all-star, Austin, do you mean like star talent, like who could be a top tier one, or guys that are like X Factor rated and are
I mean,
like goats?
No, not goats.
team.
I mean, just playing at an All-Star level. Like, I know they don't do an All-Star game anymore, but I don't know. I would just say top 30 in the league, top 35 in the league.
Well, Robert Thomas was already labeled top. Was he top 10 or was he 12th in the ranking for centers
No, they
in
have
the
him
league?
12th at the
He's number
centers,
10.
but they have him in top 50 in all of NHL players, and they have him on. They have him as a breakout candidate this year, and they also have Jimmy Snuggerud as Rookie of the Year potentially.
Snuggerud.
Which I believe that. I mean, Snuggie, he showed his talent last year. He only played a half a season pretty much, but he showed his talent. He's ready to fight. He did need to build some muscle though, but he can
He's
create
skinny.
shot opportunities.
That's true. And he's one of our, 2 or 3 Americans we have on the team? 2, I think, maybe 3.
But
I think he's like one of the lightest players on the team in terms of weight, so definitely.
Yeah, he definitely needed to build some sort of muscle to take these hits because, I mean, he went straight from college to the league, which it's good. It pretty much guarantees you, if you play well, it pretty much guarantees you a spot on an NHL team, but it's harder to do that because there's a lot more people in the league. It's kind of like the NFL or basketball where it's like known worldwide, so there's a lot of international players that you got to fight for. But in my personal opinion, I think also another all-star would be Dylan Holloway. I think he has something to show because he was hurt during playoffs. He was ready to come back. He's fully healthy. He's 100%. He looked really good in the offseason. And I think him pairing up with Jordan Kyrou again is going to be it's going to be great. Like, I can't wait to see that dynamic duo do stuff to other teams. All right, we should get a running poll going on how many tic-tac-toes we're going to see in the season. By those two, I think they're just going to lights out 3+ goals a season, 3+ goals a game. But I do have the projected lineup so last week I made that projected lineup off the top of my head, and the St. Louis Blues have made a projected lineup on their website. So let's see if it's close to what I said last week. So for the first line, they have Pavel Buchnevich, Robert Thomas, and Jimmy Snuggerud. Boom, got that right. Second line, and I was so right about this. Let's go. Dylan Holloway, Ian Suter, and Jordan Kyrou. So that means, what does that mean, fellas? What does that mean? The captain
You're wrong.
is on the third line. You got Jake Neighbors, Braden Shen, and Nick Bukestad. So they have moved Bukestad to the wing.
I don't even know who that is.
It was one of the decent signings we had.
Yeah, he's a big motherfucker.
Oh, but I'm
he's
seeing the
normally plays as
projected
centerman.
lineup. So then they have
And-
Torpchenko, Sundqvist, and then Walker on the fourth.
They do. Actually,
Okay.
that's spot on. Torpchenko, Sundqvist, and Walker. And
Okay.
they do have the projected defensive pairing. You got
Okay.
Cam Fowler, Holton Parayko together.
Yeah, I mean,
So, yeah, we knew that. You
Yeah.
can't miss that first.
no, I think we know all 6 of them, right?
Matthew Kessel it could be a chance that Matthew Kessel gets into it.
He's
This is,
the
remember,
seventh one.
this is just the projected lineup, but yeah.
Yeah.
We got Philip Broberg and Justin Folk as the pair, and then we got Tyler Tucker with Logan Mayu, and then obviously Binnington in net.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for tomorrow. I think it's going to be a great game, and
I'm
excited for the season to start. I'm excited for everybody to also see an eye-opening and prove everybody wrong.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the season. I do like the whole Shen with Neighbors aspect. Maybe Shen will elevate Jake Neighbors' game a little bit, but we shall see how the Suter will do with Cairo and Holloway. I know the Shen, Cairo, and Holloway line last year was statistically like a top 15 line, so that's why I kind of wanted them three to stay together. But we will.
Absolutely.
Well, who goes in though, Bruno? Question for you and you, Austin. Yeah. So Sundqvist has a lower body injury. They didn't say knee. They didn't say hip. So I don't know if it's like a muscle. Oh, that's what they were like. Jeremy Rutherford said it looking like it was a muscle. So if he doesn't go tonight, and Bukestad, who was sick yesterday, he didn't skate. Who do you guys think fills in?
I think it's going to be Matthew Joseph and Texier that fill in, and they'll move. See, this is where it gets confusing because with those two guys out, that's two centers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are they going to make a last-minute call-up to Dvorsky?
I don't think so. At this point, no. I would
home opener at this point.
No, I would deal with
24 hours till puck drop. So
yeah, I feel like we haven't heard about it yet. I think one of them should be able to go tomorrow night. Then
it sounds like Bukestad's going to go tomorrow night, to be honest, and they're going to move, and they'll put in Matthew Joseph.
Yep.
In at the wing, and then they'll move Bukestad to the fourth line.
I agree. You told me earlier Bukestad you don't think he could play the wing. Get out of here.
Well, I genuinely don't think he should. He's too big of a guy. He's got no speed. He can hit a fucker to the boards, but he's got no speed. Maroon? Yeah.
There we go. You just brought him up 5-10 minutes ago.
Just sit that big ass in front of the fucking net and block that goalie.
Well, there we go.
That Maroon's 6'6", 220.
Big boy.
That's pretty much That's Bukestad.
Yeah.
Bukestad's sitting at 6'6", 210 pounds.
That's light, actually.
That's light.
That's light for a 6'6", dude.
I mean, he's definitely close to 7 foot on skates. So you had 3 inches to skates, 6'9". That's
yeah, but under nothing for his weight.
Yeah, he could take a hit. He's a big boy. Thank you again for tuning in to the Lou Huddle. Check out web episodes every Wednesday night. Hope to see you guys again. Make sure to drop a like and a follow, and we'll see you next time. And this was the Lou Huddle.
Huddle, 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 huddle.